Hello everyone, welcome to S-Tech. My name is Senthil. In this video, I'm going to quickly unbox this wireless Android auto adapter from Motorola and then quickly set it up in my car. I'll show the setup process and finally give a quick impressions about this after using it on a short 2-hour drive. Now, before I unbox this and set it up, in the last Android Auto related video that I made in this channel, I made a rookie mistake of putting the camera on a tripod, and that made a lot of vibrations because the car engine was vibrating, and that vibration transformed into the video captured. So hopefully this time I don't have such issue because I'm going to use a gimbal. So let's go and unbox this, then set it up and also see how this works. Okay, before I unbox this quickly, let's look at this box and see what was mentioned in this. So you can see here, this is the Motorola adapter MA1, and then you can see it says like easy setup and all that. Then there is the manufacturer information. So this particular adapter is released in the name of Motorola, but it is manufactured by someone else, as you can see here. Yeah. So other than that, there's not much information on this box. It does say that it is Wi-Fi certified and Bluetooth. That's pretty much it. And there is no specification or there is no power requirement on this particular box. I don't see any info. So hopefully the instructions um, covers those details. Okay, so here it is. So that's pretty much it. Is this I just see the instructions that was that came with the box and then the actual adapter. Now let's see. Okay, so here it is. It's just the instructions and then the adapter itself. So here it is. Now it's, as you can see here, just putting it on my palm. It's pretty small. Now it again doesn't say, let's see, is there any power requirement here? So it says wireless Android Auto. Um, oh, it says made in Taiwan though. Okay, that's good. I still don't see any power requirement here. So let's take a look at this. The USB plug, no, nothing here. Does it say anything? No, it doesn't say anything. So let's go and set this up in the car. Hopefully it doesn't need any special power requirements. Now the car comes with two USB plugs for me in the front. One is for Android Auto and one is for other USB devices. So hopefully this goes into the other plug so that I can have both wired and wireless Android Auto ready to use in my car all the time. So let's go and set it up in the car. So I'm in the car right now. So I'm going to set up the wireless Android Auto in the car. So before I do that, I'm going to just connect the phone using the wired Android Auto adapter just to show how quickly this will connect. So right now I'm going to turn my car on, and I'm also going to connect my wired Android Auto with my phone right now so that you can all see that how quickly it can connect, right? So let's just do that. Okay, so I have turned on my car right now. And then I'm also plugging in. So you can see that just the Honda link is just coming up. So I just plugged in right now, right away. So you can see here, when I do that, it's right away coming up saying loading. Now, generally, this loads up by the time I back up my car from the parking lot. So you can see here, like it can like quickly connect, right? So I'm going to now go ahead and set up my remove this wired Android Auto, disconnect it, and then I'm going to um, connect this wireless Android Auto. Once we plug in, there is this pairing button here that we need to press to pair with the phone. So once you connect to the USB plug, you have to press this button to connect it to the phone. So let's just go ahead and do this. I'll go ahead and plug it in again. Okay, so the adapter was plugged in. So I'm just going to go ahead to the connections uh, Bluetooth menu, and then go ahead and press this pairing button. So I'm right now pressing the pairing button on the adapter, and you can see here right now it shows that there is a new device called Android Auto 567B. So I'm going to choose that and connect, and I'm going to stop pressing the button now. So it says pairing request pair. Okay, so now it's paired, connected for calls. It says, oh no, it still says it still is connected, but let's see. I still see the green light on the adapter. Okay, so there it is in the display now. It says to connect the Android Auto, you want to enable once or always enable. So I'm going to say always enable. Okay, there it is. No, so now no wired in my in the phone connected right now, and you can see right now the Android Auto is connected. So this is fairly easy setup process. You just need to plug in into the same USB plug that you have for wired Android Auto, and then you just need to press the pairing button on the adapter, and then choose that device on the phone. So once you do that, it asks you to enable the Android Auto on the car's dash display. Once you do that, you are all set with wireless Android Auto. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it off. So right now, I am only connected to wireless Android Auto. So I'm going to turn off the car and turn on to see how quickly it can connect to the wireless Android Auto. So you can see here now my phone is still not connected to the wired Android Auto. So I'm going to turn it off now. So there it is. So I'm going to turn on now. So the Honda link is coming up. I won't say anything. So let's see what happens. Okay, it says no device connected. To me, it seems bit slower than the wired one. Uh, Maybe because it's through the Bluetooth connection, but you can see here it did come up with the wireless Android Auto within like 5 to 7 seconds. So that's pretty normal for me to, back up my car and just um, keep going, right? So that's pretty normal, and it seems really good and quick setup process. Really, it took only like 2 minutes to set it up. You just need to plug in into the um, same USB plug that you have the wired Android Auto, and then you have to um, press the pairing button on the adapter, and that's all. You can see here my phone is now fully connected to the um, Android Auto without any wire. So that pretty much it, and then I'm going to go ahead with my 2 hours drive, and I will give you a quick update on this particular adapter after using it for a 2 hours drive with maps, with the music. Let's see how that goes, and I will also check on the battery percentage how that goes as well, because now I'm using the wireless Android Auto. It's not going to charge the phone. So let's see how much charge it takes, because it's a Bluetooth based connection, a Bluetooth and Wi-Fi based connection. So let's see how much the battery usage it takes for the 40 minutes or 50 minutes drive one way first, and then 50 minutes drive one way return back to home. So let's check that out. Right now my phone is showing about 42 percentage and it's 11:26. So the drive is about 50 to 60 minutes, depends on the traffic. um, I'm going to use fully the wireless Android Auto to and fro, and let's see how much battery it consumes one way, and then we'll also check the other way how much battery it consumes, right? So let's just go ahead and start the car so we can see its the connection speed one more time. Okay, so it's coming up. Honda logo is coming up. So as you can see here, I'm still using wireless Android Auto, no phone, no cable yet connected. There's no device connected right now. Okay, so now in the phone it says uh, Android Auto or Honda Link, I believe. Let's see, yeah, Android Auto there, and it's now connecting. So it's taking about again maybe like 3 or 4 seconds additional to the wired one, but it's still quicker than what I thought. So I will just go ahead and continue my trip and then update once I come back or in the middle how much battery it consumes. So I just completed my first 50 minutes drive with the Motorola Android Auto adapter, and you can see here I'm still using the wireless Android Auto, and you can see right now the time is 12:23, and the phone battery percentage is down to 30%. So it when I started it was about 42%, so it took about 12 percentage for 50 minutes drive with maps, with the music, everything being used. That gives a pretty good impressions about this adapter, and I'm going to still use it for the trip back home as well, and I will update once I reach back home. I'm going back home now, so I'm at 16%. I'm going to turn on the car and connect the wireless Android Auto again. So as you can see here, I'm still using Android Auto. So I'm at 16%, and hopefully I make home with some battery left. I'm expecting at least 5% battery left on the phone. So as you can see here, it quickly connects it. So no problem at all on the connection. So it's you can see here there's no device connected right now, and then it yeah. So now it's okay. Now it's showing up. Android Auto. It should come up as loading now. There it is. It's loading right now, and the Android Auto is up now. So I'm going to start back home. That's about 50 minutes drive back home, and then I will update once I reach back home's how much battery left on my phone. Okay, I just reached back home, so now it's 3:15. So I'm completely out for the phone battery. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. So if you have to use wireless Android Auto, or if you're just getting into the car with low phone battery, it's going to connect and it's going to consume a lot of battery here. So you can see here, I mean, it did work until I reached back home like a minute ago, and then when I was just checking the phone, it was completely down and it's not turning on. But as far as the Android Auto connection is concerned, it went well. It worked really fine. The connection takes about 7 seconds, uh, but the phone battery is something that you have to keep in mind. From my experience, from my short experience in today's drive. So here are my final thoughts about this adapter. In addition to the weekend trip that I did and shown in this video, I have been using this adapter for the last few days on a daily commute to the office. My conclusion is that this wireless Android Auto using this adapter is really not worth it for two reasons. Number one being the battery usage. I'm consistently noting that it's taking about 2 to 3% per 10 minutes. So basically, like if you drive maybe like 50 minutes, it could take from 10 to 15 percentage of the battery, phone's battery. Now, mine is a S22 Ultra, which has the biggest battery, 5000 milliamp. Even with that, it was consuming that much battery because of the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi usage using this adapter. So that means that if you have a smaller device, it may consume even more phone's battery by using this adapter, right? Um, Now I have noticed that it also consumes more battery percentage when the phone was using 5G as well. So it's using 5G and it's doing the Wi-Fi and also it's using this Bluetooth, right? So this adapter needs the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connection, and the phone is using 5G for data. So all together, it's going to use at least 18 percentage of battery for 1 hour use, right? Number two reason is that I actually thought I can have this adapter in one of the USB port in my car, and I can still have the wired Android Auto. Now that is not possible. I tried that. I tried that with 2.5 milliamp, 2.5 amp port that I have on the back. Also on the front, I have another port with 1 amp port. In both cases, it doesn't work. It shows that it's connected, continue on the screen, but it doesn't really display anything on the car dashboard, right? So the only way to use this is either you can have this with wireless Android Auto, or you can have the wired Android Auto, right? You can't have both. Now that was really disappointing setup. I understand that it has to have a specific requirement, but I actually thought this adapter only needs the power. It doesn't need any special port requirement, right? But that's not the case. It has to have the that specific Android Auto port that you have in the car to work. So what that means is either you have the wired or the wireless one. Now, it may be good for someone who has wireless charging in their car. They can put the phone on the wireless charger and still use wireless Android Auto. Maybe for them it will be better, but I have decided that it's really not worth it to have because it's taking so much phone's battery that that I felt like it's really not worth it. So I'm going to return this particular item. So that's all for this video today. If you like this particular content, please share, like, and subscribe for the channel. That will be a really great help. Thank you for watching.